Welcome back to another episode of Eleanor making her life way more complicated than it needs to be. You are balanced so precariously, it's actually ridiculous. Hello. I have got so many years of bad luck because I put my umbrella up indoors. Basically, I want to make this into a crochet umbrella. Me and my friend are doing a fashion show thing and I feel like a crochet parasol is a necessary requirement. Plus it's raining in here. Not only is this quite a hard task anyway, but the pattern I've found is for a much bigger umbrella. So we're gonna have to kind of make it up as we go along. But I think that's kind of standard at this point. I'm gonna need your help. First things first, the pattern I want to use is this one. She looks kind of scary, I can't lie. It's also £8, which I've never paid for a pattern before. But I was like seriously considering making up completely from scratch, but I think maybe this time I'll listen to the pattern. But yeah, like I said, the pattern is bigger than my umbrella, so I think I'm just gonna keep crocheting it until it falls off the edge of my umbrella and then do like a nice lace detail at the edge like this. I've had quite an unproductive couple of weeks and I don't really know what's been happening, but I'm hoping this will get me back into the swing of being productive. First things first, gotta cut the green off of the umbrella, which feels like kind of a waste, but at the same time I never use an umbrella, so technically is it being thrifty? I don't know, but I've committed now because I've cut this bit off. But yeah, the fashion show that me and my friend are doing, I'm going to try and record every little bit, planning, setting it up, because I think that would just be so fun. Quite a nice thing to look back on as well. This is such a niche activity. The top of it's green, which I don't like, and the bottom of it's green, which I don't like, but I reckon I can cover that or paint that somehow. This top bit comes out, so I could cover it with fabric. Oh, my hair's stuck to it. I need to fork out £8 for that pattern, which I really don't want to do, to be honest with you, because I got fined 30 quid on the train yesterday for getting on the wrong train by accident, and I'm still not over that. I have an embarrassing amount of wool, but I've picked this one because I think white would look really nice, but also it's really thin, and the wool needed in the pattern is really thin. A little bit worried I'm going to run out halfway through, but I'm not using the full pattern because my umbrella isn't as big, so I'm kind of like, maybe this will work, maybe it won't. We will soon see. I still haven't downloaded the pattern because I'm putting off spending 8 quid. Oh, I've got, oh, I was going to say I've got more, but it's attached to the same ball. I'm currently untangling the yarn. Untangling yarn is one of my least favourite things, but you know when you hate something so much, but it's also kind of satisfying. Things that are on my mind right this second. A headache, and then I've started thinking, why have I got a headache? And I'm realising now that it's because I haven't drunk anything today, and it's now 6 o'clock. That's why I have a headache, and probably why my eyesight is so bad. Untangled. It's telling me to start by chaining 15 and then attaching back into the first one to make a ring, and then I have to put the umbrella through the hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the size. Oh my god, I nearly took my eyes out then. This is the top of it. Pretty nice fit, to be fair. Just leave it at that, to be honest. I don't want to overcomplicate it any more than it is, because not only is this pattern complicated enough as it is, it's written out, I find very hard to understand anyway, but it's also in American terms, and I don't know whether I know the American or the English crochet terms. Searching up each individual stitch, so I've just searched up American double crochet. If my internet works. My internet is shocking in here. Let's sit on the stairs to watch Stacey Solomon sort your life out earlier. Apparently I knew the American version anyway. I've made a little ring, which is quite cute. It's reminding me of one of those coconut rings, you know, the biscuits you used to get. I wouldn't do that though, because the thought of having fluff in my mouth. So far, there was a gauge check, which means you measure how big it is, and it says it should be 8.25 centimeters at this point, and mine is like 7.5, which I'm not mad about because the pattern's like so much bigger than I want it to be anyway. Good evening. I haven't made any of this for ages. I've been focusing on deadlines. In the past day or so I've been getting ill, but I think maybe I'm allergic to the lilies. It only seems to be that bad when I'm in here. This evening I wanted to kind of crack out a load of it because so far with this big, and it's got to be the size of an umbrella. My hair is mad. I must have mentioned it a million times, but I normally would watch a load of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I'm kind of trying to save it because I'm coming to the end of all the series, and I'm gonna be really sad when it's done. So I'm thinking maybe I'll start something new. I'm not even gonna lie to you, this is what I'm gonna watch. Madagascar 2. I watched Madagascar 1 the other day, and now I've got an itching to rewatch all of the old movies. Anywho, I'm not gonna lie, I baked a carrot cake and I used milk instead of oil because I thought, oh, I don't have any oil, let me use some milk because that'll work. The most dense cake I've ever eaten in my life. It was like jelly. It's all sitting in the bottom of my stomach now, so I feel a little bit unwell. She's finished. It took me maybe 2 months. I realized I didn't film a lot of me crocheting it, but I think just watching me crochet for 2 months would have been really boring. So I'm giving you the highlights of the making process. This is her. I'm filming this after the fashion show, so the video is now up, so make sure you go watch that. But yeah, I wanted to give you a proper look at it because I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever made. Well, I'd finished making it, it was still green at the bottom and green at the top, and I was like, this is not cute. So I removed the green plug at the top and I put this button on it, and I honestly think that made so much difference. This is why I'm a hoarder. I keep all this random stuff. And there was a hole in the middle of it, and this button had like a little loop and the hole fitted perfectly, and I was like, ain't no way, like that's made for that. And then for the handle's not entirely practical because it will fall off, but for aesthetics purposes I screwed the green bit off and found this like wooden, right, it's a pattern making tool. Don't ask me what it does because I'm not 100% sure, but I stabbed it into the end of there and it like sits as a nice handle, and I just think that made it look so like classy. See, every time I put it up I'm just obsessed with it. I wish it was a normal thing to walk around with a parasol because I promise you I would. I just love it, and it works so well on the catwalk. I'm so pleased I made it because I feel like it made my look so cool. But like, yeah, look at the top of it. Also, I ran out of wool here and I bought a thicker wool by accident, but it's created this really nice like border around the edge, and like I only crocheted it so it came up to about here, but when I stretched it, it makes these really pretty arches. I don't know, I literally can't. I feel like I need to do a photo shoot with it at some point. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, but I will link this pattern in the description. I'm gonna put a clip in of me on the runway after this, but yeah, make sure you go watch the full video because it shows all of the making and behind the scenes as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you want to see more crochet things. What crazy crochet thing should I crochet next? Hope you enjoyed. I feel like this is the last video I'm filming in my bedroom as well. It's the end of year and I'm getting really emotional because I have to pack tomorrow to go home for summer, and I just love this room. I'm getting all sad about it. I will see you in next week's video. Bye. Oh my god.